What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Blackout back at it again with another Assetto Corsa video. Now, as the title says, I may take a break from this game because I've been really struggling a lot with this game, and I'm wrong. It's not really a game. It's definitely a simulator, but still, regardless of it, I've been struggling, and this whole endurance series, I guess you could say, I've really been struggling. And I think I just need a break, more practice off cameras. But that's okay though, because I mean that ain't mean I'm quitting. That ain't mean I'm done. So you'll probably see more of these in the future. But for now, I think I just need some more practice. But anyways, today we race at the iconic Circuit de Catalunya in Barcelona, Spain, and we try to do a full 3-hour race all on my own. So no, I'm gonna do the full 3 hours by myself, to the best of my ability. And yeah, if you're new, I do most of these series. I have more in a playlist on my channel. So if you would like, you could check those out. And if you want to see more of these in the future, like, comment, and subscribe. So yeah, let's hop into it, man. So of course we have done practice already, and I usually skip practices because, well, it's practice, so nothing really. But to give background, I really didn't have any experience on this track. And so what I usually do when I don't have experience on different tracks is, for practice, I usually give myself extra time, and I give myself a good reference by turning on the racing light. I turned that racing line on for about maybe one, maybe two, even two practice sessions, and there's only two, so both practice sessions really. Even, it just depends on how comfortable I am with the track itself and with my braking points and braking references when finding those. Now here's going to be my first full lap without lap invalidations and whatnot. And overall, I really felt comfortable with this on track, but I felt like I could do better here, especially on this first lap here, as we were going to cross the line with a 154.4. And yeah, I definitely believe that we could do a lot better than that. As you could tell here, we are 15th as of right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to break out, I believe it was the 150-200 board, and we're going to go through both of these S's, first two turns in second gear, then switch up third gear, and midway going around this, I believe that the turn is called Renault. I could be wrong though. But anyways, going into Repsol over here, we're going to go all the way down to second, and then midway go up to fourth, and then into seat this little apex, not the apex, but this little hairpin turn right there. It's called seat, I believe. We're going to go up to fourth and find our braking zone, which is about the red and white. I'm speaking way too slow for that right now, but I'm sorry about that. But anyways, this is a really fast corner, so we drop down to third, and we're going to go full throttle, go up to fifth, and then go all the way down to first as we reach this very tight turn, very tight corner, and we're going to go down to second and minimal throttle out at most. And here's the final chicane over here. I hate the chicane with everything in me. The chicane is just not it. I'm so glad it was taken out in F1. But we go through the chicane, very nice, very clean. Here we just go full throttle. We just go full throttle, full blast, and we're going to do a lot better. Not much though. 153.1, which, not bad, but I believe that we could do possibly better. I believe that overall we did have probably one of the best cars out, and this is probably the best that I've really performed throughout this entire series, really. As we also improve on this lap with a 151.2. That puts us all the way up to second, which is definitely probably the highest that we've really ever qualified in this entire endurance series of our Assetto Corsa season. Now, coming into qualifying 2 here, we actually encounter our first car, as we are actually pretty much faster than this Audi in front of us here, but obviously we are going to have to catch up and try and find the best place to pass, while also trying to keep up good pace for our quali lap so far. So we're going to stay behind, catch a bit of slipstream, catch a bit of air from behind, get some clean air, and just kind of follow along until the time is right. You see, we have a good run here on these S's, and we're going to take this really fast turn, and we're actually going to get a good pass going while staying within track limits, so that we actually have the lead, and we're actually in front. We're going to encounter a Lamborghini in front of us early on into the session, but nothing too serious as of right now, as he is about 4.5 seconds ahead. But overall, it looks like that right now we're going to have a good quali lap. We're on really good pace so far, even with the Audi that was in front of us earlier. We're going to take this last chicane here, very careful, very fast though, and we're within very well track limits. And we're going to go full throttle, and we're going to go across the line at 150.6. That puts us in first place as of right now. So right now we are at provisional pole, and yeah, really nothing much to say here. I mean, that was a really good quali lap. We took advantage of the Audi and the slipstream, and that brought us into pole position. Now here we actually, as you can see later on in the lap, we actually dropped second as someone was able to get past us, but we really ram in front of Lamborghini right here because, I mean, we're trying to get faster, but obviously that Lamborghini's in the way, so really nothing we could do here, and at that point we just kind of cut the chicane, and our lap was overall invalidated, and we slam again into another Lamborghini, and oh my god, like, we kind of just absolutely destroyed both Lamborghinis in the process. So we're just going to sit in the pits, and we're really just going to let this qualifying lap go, and I mean, we're happy with third so far, and it doesn't look like anyone is really going to beat that. So we're just going to sit in the pits for maybe the rest of the qualifying session. Alright, so this lap is just going to be dedicated to the beautiful V10 of the Audi R8. So yeah, enjoy this quali lap. So in this lap, we were actually able to gain places, and we actually improved. This was actually our fastest of the session. We were able to qualify 7th. We were falling from what? think it was like 10th, 12th, 10th, 11th, 12th, and then once we finished across the line, we were able to crawl up 5 places up to 7th. So overall, really nothing too bad, nothing too serious. I was really happy with our result then. And yeah, that was the end of our Q3. We just kind of sat in the pits for the rest of the session, and we were really happy with that lap. So yeah, that would really conclude our qualifying efforts before the race, and let's see how we did. So to recap our qualifying, for Q1 we were able to qualify second, as I was mentioned, and fastest in sector 1 overall of the entire grid. Moving on to qualifying 2, we were able to qualify third, which again, we were able to qualify fastest first sector. Q3 7th though, but again, fastest first sector, which lead us to an overall grid position of 4th place. So that's a really, really great position to start for in this race, and we can do the best we can with it. And yeah, let's head on to the race, man. Okay, so if you look up to the top right, it says here that the race is 3 hours long. So yes, this is a true 3 hours of the Circuit de Catalunya. I forget how to say it sometimes, but yeah, we're gonna start 4th, and we have a really great starting position. And the double file lineup, we're very far. I mean, we're way past. I mean, we're not even going to go through the first chicane. So we're gonna see how the AI goes through the first chicane in a double file. Not very well though. So see, this first corner right here was okay, but going into the first corner of the chicane here, the Audi in front of us just completely jumps the curb, and the Lamborghini right next to us slides into the Audi. And yeah, so that was very, very interesting of a start. But I'm going to shut up and let you guys see how well the start went. Yeah, enjoy.
Green light, go, go.
So as you saw there, that was a really good start, and we went super aggressive, and we just cut straight down the middle of the top two, going down the straight, going into the first corner. We actually took the lead, and that was really good up until we went super wide, going around the, what is it, Repsol, I believe it's the Repsol turn. And yeah, so as of right now, we are trying to recapture the lead from the Mercedes in front of us, and yeah, that's not going to be really. It's going to be really hard, kind of, due to the fact that the Mercedes is really, really fast. I believe that. I mean, they were up top two for a reason. They were first place, I believe. The key thing about this, though, is that we need to just kind of sit back, relax, and just kind of not make mistakes. And I mean, yeah, we're going to go aggressive, of course, but we want the lead. So, I mean, nothing much to say. So we're going to go put the pressure on the Mercedes here. We get a really good exit off of the corner here, and we're going to brake really late, and we're going to go super aggressive. We're going to push him, and we make contact going into the corner, but we get the lead back just like that. Now it is our turn to defend, and we're going to be trying to pull away the best we can, getting good exits, getting good entry speeds. Going into the chicane, we actually have a really good chicane here, and we get a really good exit going in and out, and we are already a second ahead of the Mercedes. So we are driving really, really well right now, and we have a really good lead. Fastest lap of the session too. So we have a really, really good pace going on right now, and nothing much I could say though. Is I'm really happy with the pace that we have, and we're just going to try and be mistake-free for the rest of the race so far. And being mistake-free lasted for about 10 laps or so, up until this part of the track here, where we tried to cut the corner right about here, but we go too much, and that spins us out, and we lose control. So we try to get it back, but I over-rotated, and we are in the gravel, and we've lost that momentum that we had before. So we lose the lead, we lose first place, and that's not good. But so far we have a really good cushion from second to third, as we are about maybe a little over a second and a half from the third place Lamborghini behind us. But yeah, overall we made a really big mistake, and it's not over yet. Obviously we have about 2.5 hours remaining of the race, and yeah, we just need to be mistake free, and we need to be able to do the best that we can. Now keep in mind, I'm doing this in about one sitting, so I will be doing this whole 3 hours to the best of my ability, all by myself. This is no rotating drivers, no nothing like that. So we're going to try to do the 3 hours the best we can, and we're going to try and get the best position that we can as well. Fuel-wise, I think we're going to be a little short on fuel, but I honestly don't know yet. So this is something that we're going to have to definitely watch out for. But unfortunately, that is something that I did not look out for when I first had started this race. And as you can see here at the bottom right, next to the speedometer here, we have about 1 lap left of fuel. And at the time of this, it was really hard to read, and that was because of the setup that I have currently. Not because I have horrible eyes, but it's just the setup I have overall. It needs some work. With the number of laps left on fuel, I didn't know if that was a 7 or if it was a 1. And looking back at this, I should have looked more at the fuel and saw that there was about 2 left. I mean, the 2 was pretty common for me to see, so I should have seen that better. But instead, I ignored that, and I was just very lost and very perplexed on what it was. So I did notice that, and here is going to be my fatal flaw. I don't go into pit lane on this lap, and I hadn't noticed that I should have gone into pit lane until I saw that 2 go to a 1. And it shows at the bottom next to the gas canister that fuel per lap is about 2.3, I believe. So we are not going to be making this full entire lap without running out of fuel. And as you could see here, we run out of fuel entering the chicane. And that was really disappointing because I felt like I really could have done better. I really could have done some fuel saving, but instead I kind of just ignored the warning signs, ignored the amount of fuel I had left, and I suffered the consequences, and I'm left pissed off with myself because of my actions. So we don't finish the 3 hours of Circuit de Catalunya. Our 3 hours come to a premature end with about two hours and, or to be, if you want to be very specific, 130 minutes left of the entire race overall. But I mean, we don't even make it to the pit stall at this point. As you can see here, I tried to add fuel about 75 liters, but I mean, at this point we don't make it. We were about few hundred yards away, and yeah, so we don't make it. We come to a complete stop on pit lane, and just like that, our race is done. To recap this entire season, really, it's been pretty much a shit show, and I know I could do a lot better than what I did, and I'm going to definitely come back and try to do this again because I know I have a lot more in me, and I'm kind of hard on myself as of right now due to the fact that I'm looking back at this editing and I'm just like, oh my god, I'm so stupid, blah blah blah. But I'm not gonna quit. This isn't someone who is just automatically quitting and just moving on to the next game to see if I can get better success. No. I love GT racing, and GT racing is something that I've been watching really since I was young, since I was in grade school. So I'm definitely not quitting on this. I'm definitely going to come back, do some practicing off camera, and hopefully you will see me do a lot better when it comes to the endurance side of things and really the sprint side of things. I see this as a moment of growth due to the fact that I've been doing this whole entire season without a racing line. If you've seen my sprint season that I did with Porsche, I had a full racing line, and it was visible, it wasn't hidden, and yeah, so I feel like that was definitely a factor. But I'm going to be practicing and making sure that I make no mistakes, no longer relying on the racing line in general. So yeah, this race is a setback, but with all setbacks, we develop and we take more steps forward. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm sorry that it wasn't the best thing out there, but I appreciate all the views and all the comments and advice I've been getting throughout my whole journey through Assetto Corsa. It really truly helps me, and I appreciate all of it. So again, and thank you guys for those who subscribe and for those who like the videos. I truly and gratefully appreciate it all. It truly means the world to me. And if you like this one, please subscribe, please comment down your thoughts, any advice, anything I should have done differently. And yeah, that's all I got, and I will see you guys on the next Assetto Corsa season. So yeah, peace out.